rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fams on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. Let me get right to it. It's been on my mind for like I can't take it. Thank you, babe. I just can't take it no more. I'm gonna just get right to it. Right? I just can't take it no more. Right? Excuse that, y'all. Excuse that. Every time that I turn around, somebody in the national media is bashing the Knicks. Right? Every time I turn around, somebody in the national media is bashing the Knicks. Right? The fake Knicks fans, Stephen A. Smith, those guys, the Charles Barkley, Fat Rump, Shaq, they take pride in trolling Knicks fans. Now, granted, those guys have been in places that we've never been in, right? They've been on the court. They've been around some of the greats that have played the game, right? They've been to a lot of different places. But let me say this, though. I don't care where you've been. I don't care where you're from. Right? I don't care where you from. I don't care where you been. I am a Knicks fan. Right? And when I see guys crack jokes and all that stuff, to me, that's not entertaining. Now, to others, that might be entertaining. To me, though, what it looks like is you want a part of this so bad that you can't control yourself. Right? And I don't see y'all. Y'all are not out there trolling the Utah Jazz. Right? I don't see y'all trolling the Utah Jazz. And listen, I heard Stephen A. Smith, and this will let you know that guys don't really watch basketball. I heard Stephen A. Smith say the other day, might have been the day, and for sure it was on accident. For sure it was on accident that I saw Stephen A. Smith, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Stephen A. Smith. You know what? Not just that. I'm not a fan. I don't think I'm a fan of the person, Stephen A. Smith. Who am I? I'm Uncle Freezie. Who is Stephen A. Smith? He's a popular personality thing, whatever, all that stuff. Right? I still believe the person that you present yourself to be to the masses is the person that you are. Right? I don't believe in the behind closed doors, man. I'm a different type person. Nah, I don't believe that unless it's clearly stated. Unless Stephen A. Smith says, hey, listen, I'm an actor and I'm playing a role, right? Then I'll believe Stephen A. Smith. Cowboy Bob in the building. Will Salkin is in the building. Big Tone, Open Sports Talk is in the building. It's about that time, boss. Shout out to Big Tone. But I just got to get this thing off my chest just really quick. The media uses a lot of puppets to trumpet a certain thing, right? A lot of puppets to trumpet a certain thing. Stephen A. Smith is one of them. Drip Moore is in the building, right? The media, but what the media, the mainstream media knows now is that now that we can broadcast ourselves, we don't need them to spoon feed us information. It's the reason why you see a lot of big name people leaving big name organizations. Because now for Miami Heat talk, I can just go listen to Big Tone and become a member. Right? When you want to hear Knicks talk, you don't have to be networked to ESPN. You can watch your main man, the number one chief rocker, Uncle Freezie, for Knicks content. I heard Stephen A. Smith say, and it was the dumbest thing I think I ever heard. He said a lot of dumb stuff. He said a lot of dumb stuff, right? And trust me, the dumb stuff he said are not his words, but when you're a puppet, you do what the puppet master tell you to do, right? When somebody's pulling the strings, you do the dance based on what the strings get you to do. Stephen A. Smith is not Geppetto. He's Pinocchio. Stephen A. Smith said that Joel Embiid dominated the Knicks in the playoffs on one leg. But what Stephen A. Smith didn't say is that the Knicks were missing 6 people when he said it. We had 6 people missing, our backup center on one leg, and the starting center with 2 shoulder injuries and 2 sore Achilles that Joel Embiid went up against and dominated. But what he didn't mention is when Joel Embiid on one leg went up against Mitchell Robinson on one leg, Joel Embiid was stifled. So he didn't mention that. It's hilarious that Stephen A. Smith didn't mention that Joel Embiid on one leg was neutralized by Mitchell Robinson also on one leg. And Joel Embiid, in his frustration that a one-legged backup center was neutralizing him, that when they both hit the floor, Joel Embiid took that man out, twisted that man's ankle. Joel Embiid could not dominate a backup center on one leg. So what he did was he made sure the one-legged center couldn't play. So Stephen A. Smith didn't say that. And you know why Stephen A. Smith didn't say that? It's for 2 reasons. For one, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And two, Stephen A. Smith says what they tell him to say. I'm Uncle Freezie. And the one thing y'all know about me, if y'all been around here long enough, y'all know I don't mince words for nobody. I'm not gonna risk my opinion to form a relationship with anybody. You got to take me as I am. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for it. I'm not gonna compromise who I am. I'm not gonna compromise who I am just to fit in and form relationships. And for those that want to form relationships with me, you have to accept me for who I am, or respectfully stay where you are. That's how this thing works with me. I come from a place of rock steady meaning something. Big Tone Open Sports Talk comes from a place where being rock steady means something. When you hear the word rock steady, right? When you hear the word rock steady, that means rain, sleet, or snow. That's what that means. Rock steady means rain, sleet, or snow. That's what that means. Right? But when you hear Stephen A. Smith say with a straight face that Philadelphia is better than the Knicks, that's your opinion. Right? That's your opinion. That's all opinion based. I don't care about your. I respect the fact that people will express their opinion. But when you say it's because a one-legged Joel Embiid dominated the Knicks in the playoffs, see, now your character comes into question. See, you rotten at your core now. Like, you making up these things, you saying these things because you know this is not about real reporting. This is about creating content. Are you a reporter or are you a content creator? And what Stephen A. Smith does is use a reporting background to create content. And that's dishonest. That's dishonest. Because you can't use something. You can't use that like, hey, I used to tell the truth all the time to justify you lying right now. It don't work like that. Because if you are a reporter and you're sworn to report things as they happen, then you have to report things as they happen. You don't rewrite history. You report it. You report the events as they happen. You have no sway on one side or the other. You don't have a vested interest. If you're a reporter, you are reporting facts. But when you're a content creator, you'll do or say whatever you want in order to create content. You don't believe in Roberto Torres. You believe in the group of people that came in. You want more people. To you, Roberto Torres is not a person. He's a face in the crowd. To me, Torres is a person. To me. To me, as a small-time content creator, and I'll probably always be that, because I value the people that come into the chat. And that's why I salute y'all all the time. And I know sometimes y'all will be like, yo, you be so busy saluting everybody to come in the chat, you barely talk Knicks. Yeah, it's part of it, bro. It's part of it. A watermelon has a rind, bro. It's just part of it. Right? A peanut has a shell. It's just a part of it. Oysters have a shell. It's just a part of it, man. So when I hear the national media say things like a one-legged Joel Embiid dominated the Knicks in the playoffs, that's why Philadelphia is better. If Philadelphia is better to you, that's your opinion. But to leave out all the facts is dishonest. Because you didn't tell a lie, but you omitted the truth. You didn't tell a lie, but you didn't tell the truth either. And a lie is only good if it has a little bit of truth in it. Any lie that has no truth in it, not even a little truth in it, any lie that doesn't have any truth in it is not believable. And that's what Stephen A. Smith does. And that's what he did here recently. A one-legged Joel Embiid dominated the Knicks in the playoffs. Okay, Joel Embiid scored a lot of points, but did he dominate, though? Or did he dominate shots? How was Joel Embiid's defense in the playoffs? Did he dominate defensively? Did he shoot the ball a lot? How was Joel Embiid's offense against OG Anunoby, a man 60 pounds lighter than him? How did his offense look against OG Anunoby, a man that he outweighed by 60, 65, maybe 70 pounds? How did Joel Embiid look against OG Anunoby? How did Joel Embiid look against a one-legged Mitchell Robinson? Sure, Joel Embiid scored 50 points in a game against the Knicks. In that game, he shot 19 free throws. And if you remember that game where Joel Embiid shot 19 free throws, you could not touch Joel Embiid in that particular game. You could not touch Joel Embiid in that particular game. You couldn't even touch him. And I know if you're not a Knicks fan and you're listening to me, you know what I'm saying, ramble on and on about a certain thing. And I know a lot of y'all are waiting on Cowboy Bob, man. Cowboy Bob backstage, he about to be up here in a second. I just wanted to say this thing to my Knicks brethren, right? My New York sports brethren. The enemy doesn't always have to live halfway around the world. Sometimes the enemy is within. The enemy doesn't have to be a hemisphere away. Sometimes the enemy is in your neighborhood. Sometimes the enemy does show in a naval yard in Brooklyn, New York. Stephen A. Smith, we know who you are, bro. We know you Pinocchio, bro. We know you're a puppet, bro. We know you say what they want you to say. We know that you are in the entertainment business and not the news business. And I know nowadays that the lines are blurred. News, entertainment, which one is which? You don't have to declare which one you are. You can be a Fox News as an entertainment business reporting news. And since you say news all the time, there's a, we get it. I get it. You're a reporter, formerly now you're a content creator, thinking that people won't recognize that you're a reporter. Nah, bro, we're too smart for that. It's 2024. We know everything now. Information is at our fingertips. We don't need Stephen A. Smith. What do you need Stephen A. Smith for? If you're a Knicks fan, do you need the national media? No, you don't. Not to get what we want. To get what we want, we can be a part of just us, the neighborhood guys. And for the record, this is not new. This has always been. All the way back to Howard Cosell. Anything good happening in New York, he wouldn't ever give him credit. Stephen A. Smith is using the Howard Cosell template, the Howard Cosell playbook. For those that remember Howard Cosell, I'm old enough to remember Howard Cosell. I was a little boy around Howard Cosell. I remember Howard Cosell. He's using the Howard Cosell playbook all the way down to Howard Cosell's walk and cadence. To me, it's comedy. It's like watching Hulk Hogan use the superstar Billy Graham playbook. You may not remember superstar Billy Graham, but you may remember Hulk Hogan. Oh, brother, such and such and such. Yeah, I remember that the first time I saw it. Superstar Billy Graham. Miguel P is in the building. Virtuoso was in the building. Living Truth is in the building. Salute to everybody, man. I'm about to bring Cowboy Bob up so he can do his thing, man. Cowboy Bob is ready. Let me see. What's Cowboy Bob back there doing? Is Cowboy Bob ready? I don't know. Is Cowboy Bob ready? I think he is.
Hey,
Cowboy,
good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Good evening, Uncle Freezie. Salute.
Salute.
I just gotta say though, it's funny how you said a lot, but it's also funny how everybody forget about how he was with Precious. He looked a little bit shook when Precious was on the court, was he not? He had 3 opportunities to bring his team into the lead when Precious was on the court. Remember the 3-point block, and then he had the ball, waited and was waiting and then drove to the basket and Precious blocked him at the last second. So right. I agree with everything you said, but I didn't even know that about Hulk Hogan. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
But evening, everybody, and I'm ready, man. I heard Free Keith. I'm like, Free Keith, man, please. I was like, I feel you. I know your pain because I know that's Randle. That's our boy. But at some point, you got to change. You got to upgrade, man. You may not. It's like the cars nowadays. Like, you can't just go to any mechanic now. You got to go to a special mechanic. You know, things change. We got to roll with the times. Because if we didn't, we would have never got Brunson. We would have never gotten Josh Hart. I know y'all laugh about that. We would have never got OG. The moves that they have been making, we may not see it right now, but it's a good thing. So I'm just saying, like, I feel we're in the right path. And a lot of people need to understand about what Cat's going to bring to the table. Now, I wanted to break down the first game, but I'm going to wait for that. But to be honest with you, I really feel that Cat's bringing something to the table that most people don't see. And give me real quick, I'm going to go ahead and check the comments just to make sure they go. Sup, Virtuoso. Nice to meet you. Salute. But with Cat, I think that I've been saying time and time again about him in the pick and pop. But what most people don't realize is when he's on the wing, there's a guy that also set screens as well. So if Brunson got the ball at the top of the 3-point, he could pass the Cat. Josh Hart could be right there to set a screen for him. And those two guys right there can feed off of each other. Cat also can do a head fake, get to the mid-range, and shoot over everybody because he's 7 foot. The most people who can really contend him in the East, very few. So for me, it's like you guys got to see what Cat's going to bring. It may not be heart, it may not be dedication, but it may be consistency with the flow of offense. And if it helps Brunson, we need to be open to that. You know, because to be honest with you, if Brunson can be more relaxed in his offense and be consistent with less shots, but still drop 35 plus points and give you everything without giving you the assist, that's what we want. Has nothing to do with Randle. Randle's everything we wanted as far as hardship and everything. But y'all got to remember, too, we got rid of Ewing. You know, so, and we drafted him. Like, trust me, I'm a Jamaican guy, and I loved Ewing. When they got rid of him, my heart hurt. And it took years for us to rebuild. But this is the first time since I've been a Knicks fan that after something drastic like that with one of our players, we actually still are either where we're at when we lost him or we're better. So now I just want everybody to relax, calm down, because there's a lot of things that Cat can do. But go ahead, Unc. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
All right. But like I was saying though, but the best part about having Cat is it's not just that on the offense. It's like the rebounding that I see is going to happen with Josh Hart being on the court is going to be really, really good because he's going to be playing more on the wing with Brunson. and OG and Josh Hart are going to be moving a lot, and so will Mikal be playing on the other side of the wing. So when that ball hits those 3-point areas, you're going to be set up. Then on top of that, yeah, I had to. But then on top of that, what you also got to notice is the growth that this team is going to have. Because I honestly think that we're fine, but the roster I see, you guys are not going to agree with. The roster I see that us doing starting game would be Brunson, Payne, Bridges, OG, and Cat. Why do I say that? We have height, we have defense to help out Brunson to where Brunson can get not just screens, but he can also get everything he needs as far as the open look. You have guys who could shoot the three in Payne, Bridges, and even Cat outside of him. And you even got a bigger guy to play defense for Brunson the way he doesn't need to be taking charges. So Payne is going to be on the court a lot. Bridges is going to be there to help out. And then when you look at off the bench, best thing is to have Josh Hart and McBride. That's what I see. But then again, I don't know what other moves they're going to make. That's what scares me because if they add someone else, it's like, oh, now I got to rethink what I was thinking. But it's positive. Oh, King Ribby, salute. RM, baby. How you doing? BK Knicks for life. Salute, salute. But that's another thing, too, I don't want people to understand. The whole game is not going to be pick and roll. Because even, I think Amon Shumpert said it. He's right. He has a point. You can't just stay doing pick and roll and then later on in the game expect that to work. No, because defenses will switch up and change. But what most people also don't forget is all Brunson needs is a little bit of space. And he has shown last season, especially, that he can just take the ball and control. Even though we say dribble, 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 we can actually have the players to feed off of those dribble, dribble, dribbles to where he's not dribbling into two defenders and waiting for Hartenstein to cut when Hartenstein should have been cut, or Hartenstein should have set the screen when he was getting in trouble instead of him throwing the ball out of bounds, or letting him dribble, dribble, dribble and try to pull up with two defenders and kick out his feet. You got a guy like Cat who's 7 foot. When he's jumping in there, he can just throw it in that direction. Cat's going to catch it and shoot. So a lot of the little inconsistencies that he had in his game is going to clean up. Like I said, I'm not a fan of him, but his height and what he can bring as far as a three-point threat, I think is good with the rebounding, with the shooting, and I think that it's going to be Sims' year to step up as well because Sims has to do that. Because if you look at it, everyone's talking about Mitchell Robinson being traded. I think Sims has the value. Sims is the one that needs to step up on the table because if Sims does what I think he can do, which is gonna be the backup and just contribute against Al Horford, against guys like that, we'll be fine. We don't have to stress about trading Mitchell Robinson. We could actually keep him.
Okay.
Salute.
Okay.
But
All right.
what you got to say? Now, I can go, but like I said, it's a conversation. I don't want to just hog it.
Now, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so it's even, you could even get deeper into it when you look at other rotations as well. You don't need to start McBride off the rip because the thing is what McBride is, yeah, everyone knows how offensive talented he is, but then the defensive end, you got him and Brunson. Height, that's an issue. Later on down the road, you can mix and match. And Josh Hart, I think that him coming off the bench and playing more minutes will help out. What I see as far as rotations, it would be, like I said, Brunson, Payne, Bridges, OG, and Cat. But then when you start to go into rotations, I think you keep two of those starters on the court at all times, like Brunson and Cat. I would keep them on the court, but then rotate out OG. Well, no, you know what? I take that back. I'll take Brunson. When Brunson and OG are out, I want Josh Hart and McBride to step in and leave Cat on the court and then try to push Sims in there as well. Like try to make it to where Cat gets a chance to play with Josh Hart and Cat plays with the second team more than Brunson and OG. Let them rest up and let them be used later on in the game. Mikal Bridges is the second, he's the first, but he'll be the second Iron Man that we have because Josh Hart was that last year. Have them two play most of the minutes, switch on and off the court to stay with the first and second team. That way, when you fill it out, it's not really that bad. Even Dre said we're top heavy, but you got two guys who can play really long minutes and contribute. One night it could be Bridges playing probably 35, 40 minutes. Next night, it could be Josh Hart. Now, that's even crazy. You got one guy who could do offense with the three ball, and he got defense. Then you got another guy who's going to help you with the rebounding, and he can also give you defense. So when you look at how we can mix and match and play, it's not consistent because we're used to consistency as a Knicks fan. But for once, we have better matchups and we have better mixing plays so that all we can do is just focus on one thing, which is our defense. I think that you are. Wait, hold on, my fault. Yeah, okay, you're right. Every player has their bad side. I'm not gonna say Cat's gonna be perfect, but what I am gonna say is this: his side, as far as him being hot, his height, and as far as him being a contributor, because some nights he'll go for 30, and that can help out Brunson. Some nights he don't even have to do that, but the fact that he's pulling out the defense, setting up backdoor screens for Josh Hart, who's gonna cut. Same thing with OG, because that's how our offense is flowing. OG's not gonna be a spot up three. Only one I really see that could do that is Bridges and Brunson. But if we have it where we're setting screens with Josh Hart, Cat, and even Cat doing the pick and rolls, what people don't realize is he's 7 foot. You just throw the ball up there, he's gonna catch it on a low post, and he can just spin and hit with the hook. And then you still got Josh Hart moving, Bridges still moving. It's going to create, so a lot of his flaws as well is going to be covered with our team, because you think about it, he's never played with a point guard like us. He's never had the defensive rebounders consistently. He may have played with Gobert, but Gobert is one person. I'm talking about three guys that's going to give you good rebounding. OG, Josh Hart, Bridges. And even if you look at if Sims steps up, he might even contribute, but maybe not be a big factor. But 1 or 2 games, Sims will eat. And that's what I want to see. I already know that we got 2 shooters that can shoot 40%, maybe 3 with Cat. That's a flaw that nobody brings up. He's probably going to shoot 40% this year. So now we back to having 40% shooters. Last season, McBride, Dante, and Brunson. But now we have a big that opens up the floor for everybody. So yeah, Cat has a lot of flaws, but he can make it up by opening it up with defense and offense.
Okay.
I want to talk about his defense because Ivory 10 said I'm only talking about his offense. Okay, let's talk about his defense. Defensively, not that many bigs in the East are going to be pulling him out. You got a few. Porzingis, Bam's going to be, I can see Bam beating him off the dribble a lot. But what most people don't realize is he played with Gobert. And a lot of times when he did get beat, he played over the back really well, where he would get beat and the guy would go up for a shot. He could block from behind or still create some type of defense to cut off the pass. That's another thing that most people didn't value as far as his defense. Even though he's pushing it into a Gobert, that's why I said if him and Sims can find a way to play together, where he's pushing the ball, he gets beat, and Sims is able to stand there, hands up, I guarantee you that pass is not going to be made because Cat has good enough footwork to cut off that passing lane and also contest a shot from behind as well as from the side, which most people don't even give him respect for as well. Plus, he also can give you blocks as well. Like I think it's 1.7 blocks or like 1.3 blocks last year. So he's going to give you that pressure. So if he gets beat and it runs into, let's say, Sims or Mitchell, he's still playing a similar style that he knows. It's not going to be as effective because, Gobert is one of the best defensive centers of the league, but he still has that style. Also with his defense, he can recover really well. He cuts off the passing lanes, and for a big guy, he knows how to get low. I've seen him get 1 or 2 steals just out of nowhere. I'm like, how did he get his hands on that? So if you're looking at traps, most of the time what he does is when there's a person on the wing and they beat him to the basket by cutting around him, he traps off the passing lane because he's so big. And then on top of that, you can't pass out to go towards the free throw line. You have to actually take the shot or you have to go further out of bounds and he still can contest you. So for me, I think that Cat's defense with the open space floor and his good footwork, he'll be able to recover. We just have to see it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm reading Ivory 10's comment. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could keep going on the positivities, but the negatives, everybody's got negatives. Because remember, this first time they're all playing together, even Bridges. This will be the first time. The only people who's playing consistently is OG. Well, you can't even really say OG because he played a quarter of a season pretty much. But if you really want to talk, it's like Josh Hart and Brunson. So Cat is dynamic. So he scores. He levels.
I got you.
Yeah. So it's like you look at it that way. These guys are all new, and plus, Cat got something to prove. And the reason why I don't want to trade Mitchell Robinson is because I think he has a chip on his shoulder. He was a starter since when he came here. Now he's playing backup. I think he should feel some type of way and be like, I'm not a backup. And yeah, he may still have them stone cold.
Bro, I don't want to hear it, bro.
What you mean?
I don't want to hear it. I already know what y'all get ready to do, bro. It's so corny, bro.
What you mean?
Yeah, you about to tell me Mitchell Robinson is motivated?
No, I just said he has a chip on the shoulder. He should play like that.
Doesn't that mean motivation?
No, because some people who play with a chip on
your shoulder don't mean motivation.
No, because some people who play with a chip on their shoulder has a bad attitude.
Chat, does having a chip on your shoulder mean you motivated? I'm just gonna ask the chat because the chat is the tiebreaker, right? Chat, does having a chip on your shoulder mean you're motivated? The chat is the tiebreaker because if he's right, I'll admit he's right. If I'm right, I want y'all to admit I'm right. Right? Hey, chat, does having a chip on your shoulder means that you're motivated? I'm gonna see what the chat say about that Cowboy Bob. Okay. And no disrespect to you,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of hearing this shit every summer, bro.
Good point.
Every summer, Mitchell Robinson is like, yeah, I'm tired of the disrespect. Next year, I'm gonna. No, Mitch. Every year, you promise us you're gonna come back new and improved, and every year you come back with zero offense and you get hurt.
Okay. Then I take that back.
How many versions of this movie do we need to see, bro?
Then I take that back.
You remember? But Cowboy Bob, you remember when he changed his number?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm changing my number now. I'm not 27. This new number means I'm gonna be. And bro, you came back the same dude.
Yeah, he worked on his floater for like 2 seconds. Then he even worked on his free throws for like 2 seconds. Bro, I just thought that
Mitch do the same. I'm tired of being pushed around. This year, I'm gonna come back brolic. And you come back brolic, bro, and you can't make 2 trips up and down the floor without breathing like.
Then if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to agree with you because he don't need to be here then.
Mitch is like, yo, I put on 99 pounds of muscle. Look at
somebody give me a cheeseburger.
Yeah, every year it be something, man. Yo, no disrespect to the Mitch fans out there. I'm a Mitchell Robinson fan too as a person. I love Mitch as a person, right? Y'all remember the year where he was doing crossovers all summer? Yo, look at my new handles. Y'all remember that 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember 2 years ago he came back brolic? Last year it was I gotta prove to the world I'm the starter. Right? Every year it be 5 years ago. I'm changing my number. I'm tired of this reputation. And it'd be the same, it'd be the same thing. 7 and 9, 7 points, 8 rebounds. Yo.
I was just saying, I feel that he should be playing better at the secondary spot.
You say he'll have nothing to prove, but he got a chip on his shoulder.
No, I'm saying as far as backups, I think that's perfect for him.
But dog, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody pays their backup center $13 million. Who paid a backup center $13 million? Nobody.
And with the amount of centers we just added, we technically have like 4 other guys pretty much that can actually come in and do it. So, yeah.
Bro, listen, if Mitch had did it 1 year where he proved it, I would not even take this stance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the year they called Mitch immature. He's like, I'm not immature. I'll do a talk show to prove everybody that I'm not immature. And he come back and do Mitch Block Party, and they telling jokes. Bro, I listen. The thing with Mitch, respect to Mitch Robinson, man, because I honestly like Mitch, right? I do. I like Mitch, bro, but I don't like the fact that every summer he on IG. They gonna hate me for this. Y'all wait and see when training camp start. Yo, Cowboy Bobby, you know what he wrote on an IG post?
Nah, what he wrote?
I'm gonna prove y'all biatches wrong. I ain't gonna say the word. I'm gonna prove y'all B words wrong. I'm a grown man, dog. I'm not a B word. Right?
I feel you.
Chris Sanders in the building. Salute.
Y'all right. I'm just saying, him playing against the second team, I think that should show something. But honestly, I think Sims is the X factor. I think he's gonna step up. Mitch is not gonna be here by the middle of the season, but we need to find a way to give him some value.
Bro, nobody pays. Think about this. If Cat makes $50 million, right? If Cat makes $50 million, think about the 13 you paying Mitch, the 6 you're paying Precious, the 3 you're paying Sims, and $1.5 million you're paying Huck Party.
Yeah.
What are you doing with all that money? That's 13 plus 6, 19 plus 3, that's 22 plus 1.5, that's $23 million off the bench.
Yep. That's why people, to be honest with you, that's why a lot of people think that Josh Hart's going to start. His $18 million, they're like, why is he on the bench? But like I said, we got to find a way to get value for Mitchell because Mitch, he ain't got no value. I keep saying I think that Sims got more value right now than Mitch does. And who we going to trade him for to get top dollar? I really don't think there's a market out there like that.
Yo, this equation could solve itself if Mitchell Robinson came out of a offseason healthy and improved. But you know what, though? Mitch never comes out of an offseason healthy, and he never comes out of an offseason improved. Okay. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if Mitchell Robinson shot 60% from the free throw line. We wouldn't even be having this conversation, bro.
That's high. That's high hopes. Facts,
bro. I'm telling you, it's one of them things. It's one of with Mitchell Robinson, and we love Mitch, bro. We love Mitch, right? We love Mitch as a person, bro. But we can't legit. This time last year, we were critiquing RJ Barrett. Remember this time last year? Yo, this is RJ Barrett. Yeah, it's now or never. RJ got to do something. RJ Barrett came back. He did the same thing he did every year. Come back, look stronger, have a hot stretch where he looked like an all-star. Then he go into a slump and then get hurt. And in the front, I was like, we not getting ready to do this for a 4th year in a row. Right? That was the RJ thing in a nutshell. In a nutshell, the thing with RJ Barrett was we not getting ready to go through 4 years in a row of this. Right? RJ Barrett come back, look brolic. You like, dang, RJ arms look big, bro. Come back, you see all the training videos with Jason Tatum and Bradley Beal in the background. RJ Barrett in the gym with Jason Tatum and Bradley Beal. Look at RJ Barrett has a world-class trainer and all this. RJ Barrett come out and have a game or two. Then he have a stretch where he carry the Knicks. You know, he have a stretch where he bail out Randle and Brunson and all this stuff, man. And then before you know it, RJ Barrett in a slump. Right? And then before you know it, RJ Barrett is hurt. And then before you know it, it's like, yo, before you know it, it's
let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting.
That's right.
On the air every day, I'm just podcasting.
What?
You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting.
Right.
Share my dreams with you, mean I'm podcasting.
What?
You can see my vision through the podcasting.
Yeah.
But don't forget J Boogie when I'm broadcasting.
What?
I'm podcasting,
What?
he's podcasting.
What?
I've been spitting this venom since Karate Flicks. When Mr. Sims was sharing nothing but the Knicks. I guess you know by now, I seen some tough years. Now I know the reason why Freezie got them blowing tears. Closest thing.
yo,
Yo,
the closer is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, put your drinks down and get on your feet. Put your hands together for the Knicks universe legend. It goes without saying, when he show up, he shuts it down. It's Mr. Rocksteady himself. J Boogie is in the building.
J-Bug. Hey, what's up, my brothers? How y'all doing, man? I was looking for your phone call the other day, man. I was looking for you to call. I said, I'm waiting by the signal. I'm like, I know Freezie gonna call. No, he gonna call. He ain't called me, man. What's up with y'all gentlemen, man? On this late night, y'all creeping again? Shout out to everybody that's watching and viewing. Y'all know the lingo. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, moving along. Share with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? That man is well beyond deserving to have them likes all the way up, them subscriptions all the way up, them shares all the way up, man. Cowboy, what's up with you, man? Just wanted to come in, rock with y'all for a few, man. I see y'all was rocking, getting it on, you know what I'm saying? I miss you guys all as always, but it's that time again. It's that time again.
That time
Yeah.
again.
It's that time again. Yeah.
And salute to the hip hop legend Heavy D, who had that as an intro for his song Big Daddy. It's that time again. For those that remember, for those of y'all that love hip hop, So yeah, man. Fritz, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Bro,
What up, Fritz?
you should
Hey, what's going on, J Boogie?
on the screen with J Boogie, bro.
What's that?
We on the screen with J Boogie, bro. Man, listen, man, this feels special, bro. I almost went in there and got me some Reuniti, Asti Spumani. I'm almost got me.
I'm always gonna be on your screen, brother. All the time. I'm gonna always be on your screen.
So really nice.
Yeah, it's a Reuniti on ice. I almost when it got me some champagne. You know what I'm saying? So some cold duck, almost. Yeah. Man. Hey, J Boogie, why are Knicks fans frustrated with Karl-Anthony Towns, bro? Already.
I mean, they don't see him play before. They don't heard rumors before and all that there. You know what I'm saying? They know he's lackadaisical, you know, with his game, you know, and that ain't what we want here. So, you know, you're always as good as your last impression. And the last thing we saw, you know, of him, you know, wasn't looking too good in the playoffs. You know, as far as going against they got eliminated by Dallas here. They got eliminated by Dallas. He didn't even show up in that series. But me personally, I believe in this office. I believe in everything that this office does. And I believe we've been on a train ride as far as rejuvenating people's careers. And this goes all the way back to Derrick Rose. When he got traded from Detroit, it rejuvenated him. It gave him a different type, you know what I'm saying, spark when he came here. The same thing went for Josh. When a lot of people didn't like Josh coming over here, and they definitely didn't like the money we gave him, but he was rejuvenated with his career while he's here. Same thing with Dante. I seen Dante have his best career season here, New York. I seen Hardenstein come from where he was at and wasn't even known. Me and a couple other people, I'm gonna say me, really didn't know of too much of his game. Shout out to Jigga Man who was breaking him down. I didn't know too much of his game, but I know when he got here, his game was rejuvenated and found here. Julius Randle, the same thing. When he came here, he really became Julius Randle. You know, 3-time All-Star, 2-time All NBA player, um, 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 most improved player. He became all that here. So the reason why I'm breaking those down and sharing those, all those guys came here with Leon Rose here, and their whole careers is turned around and changed up under Leon Rose right here. So I look for nothing else different to happen with Anthony Towns coming here, rejuvenating his game, making amends with Tom, whatever they had going on back then. I'm a young pup. I don't know nothing. I'm an All-American, first round pick. I don't know too much about what you're talking about. I ain't never seen all this money in my life. I don't understand. I'm young. I look now, he's a man, and I look for him really to understand what Tom was trying to tell him then. He don't have to tell him again, but he can show him how he can be better within himself here. It's mixed emotions about the trade and everything. Some people gonna miss Julius. I would have loved to see Julius.
I'm gonna miss Julius, bro.
I'm gonna miss him. I would have loved to have seen him, get his opportunity here again with this whole team and everybody healthy. I would have liked to have seen that. I thought he was deserving of that. You seen what he just did for the city with the park. He just built the park. He loved it here in New York City. I would have loved to see him have an opportunity with this squad, but I do know and understand it's a business move, and it's at a spirit of a moment type move, whereas they feel like they must and need to take advantage of it, take advantage and make that move now, because we don't know what's going to happen pretty much in the future. We don't even know if Julius is going to want to stay here. We're not offering and presenting him the money that he's really looking for. So I don't know what's really going to happen. So let me go ahead and make this move and bring somebody over here that's the best center that we had, talent-wise in New York. But the second best center behind Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? We have not had a center that's been able to do the things that this guy can do if he wants to do it here. Forget Minnesota. Forget what happened there. You in New York. You out of the warehouse. You in the business office. This is business right here. And you're a part of something that's trying to do something real big. And it's a championship. Something we haven't had in a long period of time. And Leon has made the trade because he believes in your game, and he sees that he wants you to be a part of his legacy and what he's doing here in New York City. So, I got over the part where it's with Julius. That was my man. We all know, you know what I'm saying? Broke my leg before this year. They said I wouldn't come back to Calipari, Kentucky. I'm a wildcat. I wrote the MIP on him. Then I came back and I wrote a no games off on him. You know what I'm saying? Julius also don't told the security he with me when they was trying to, boot me out. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little personal thing with Julius. I'm probably the only one that got a signed All-Star jersey from Julius. I got a sleeve from Julius. It's still on my wall right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep these souvenirs, you know what I'm saying? Things that I got, but I do know and understand that I love the New York Knicks. I love New York. And whatever's going on with New York, I'm going to have to root and continue on rooting for the New York team. All NY logos, I'm in love with what they got going on. It's cool with the names on the back, but that thing that's on that chest is what I'm really focused on and what I really represent more than anything. I wish Julius and his family the best, and you know what I'm saying, in
Nothing
their
but the
future.
best. Nothing
Nothing but
but
the best. Same thing I wish for Dante. Nothing but the best. I do know Dante's getting ready to be up for another contract after this year. He outplayed that contract we signed him up under. He was gonna want more money. Because I'm not like you guys. You know what I'm saying? I need more money. I don't have endorsements. I got a ring too. So I got things that y'all don't have, but I need some more money so I can solidify my family. But a lot of people ain't looking that far as with Dante, you know what I'm saying? But I wish nothing but the best for them, but I wish the better for the New York Knicks because we on the opposite side of this trade. And real quick before I forget, and I'm a mute, yo, rest in peace to the great Dikembe Mutombo. And I want to say thank you to the retirement of Derrick Rose. We appreciate you, everything that you done and you brought here. Because, they didn't even want Derrick Rose here. Oh, he's going to take too much time and quickly. And all these guys, they're not going to be able to learn. And all he did was sit down with them and learn them up and help them become better ball players, help them become better men, help them have better understanding of what this league is about. So, I want to make sure I shout him out and make sure I send the blessings to the heavens above to Dikembe, you know what I'm saying? Because he did have that big 5-5 over here, too, in New York. So God blesses him. But man, I'm all right today. But I must say, when I got the news, I was just coming out of the booth from laying my ad libs, you know what I'm saying, to the Nova Nick track. That song is never going to be done or be put out now. When I came out, my phone is off, and I'm looking, I'm like, hey, yo, stop, dude. You're like, yo, what are you doing? No, stop it. Stop it. Don't
yeah.
mix that no more. That song is over and done with. Shout out to my man Julian Plump. We had just finished editing the video to the on season. We had to shut that down because we
J
had
Ball. Yeah, man.
footage of Julius and his little man climbing up, you know what I'm saying, the hill, because it's the on season, it's the fight back and everything, you know what I'm saying? So we had to shut that down. He's re-editing things for that right now. But I did finish the Weather Storm. That's going to be out this week. Everybody going to have that on all their platform. Shot that video in rain and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? That's done. That's ready to go, ready to cook up, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm here for you, Freezie. Shout out to you, man. Cowboy, Rich, and everybody rocking in the family room. It's the family room down there in the chat.
Salute.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Dang, man. J Boogie be getting me fired up.
Hit us with a quick sermon right one time.
Yeah, man.
I want to hear the track now, man. Like,
yeah, man.
Some things you keep for the vault, man. Some things
Yeah,
you keep for the
some
vault.
things you have to put on the Lost Tapes. When J Boogie released that Lost Tapes album, man, that'll be on that Lost Tapes. You know,
That's right. That's right.
So yeah,
that's
man.
right.
Yeah, man. So hey, Dre, what's good, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I was just sitting back listening to the hymns that when he was dropping, and like he said it best. Like sometimes you gotta put some guys to the side to go for the greater goal. Like we trying to win a championship. Unfortunately, you can't bring all your friends with you to win a championship. You
That's
can't
right.
bring everybody that you had 4 or 5 years ago to win a championship. You got to go with who you put together and who you had to get forward with. It felt like Leon was Nino Brown and he had to shoot at G Money and Julius was
See
that and
that
he had
come
to do
on,
it.
man.
thing.
He
That's
had
Am
to
I my
do it.
brother's keeper?
That's the thing with
Yes, I
Nino,
am.
with Nino and G Money. See, that's the thing with Nino and G Money. See, if Nino Brown never got the big head, it would never have been about Nino Brown. It'd have been about CMB. See,
Yep.
if one dude get the big head, and it's not about CMB no more. It's about
Yep.
this dude, right?
Yep.
We supposed to be CMB, bro. The big is CMB. We all we got, right?
Yep.
And then one dude get the big head. Then next thing you know, they shooting at weddings and
They
you
hold
know
the kids up to hold as bullet sponges out here, man. Like
yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Rock steady, bro. Roll ready. You know what I'm saying? Like if we accrue, we accrue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Mhm.
it's but you know what? That crew love that crew love ain't popular no more, man. Dude, you know, cats be out here wanting to be the star of the show. But Dre, I got something for you and Fritz Alcindor, and I'm legit ready to argue all night long, bro. Like I wish there was a singing group. I wish there was a singing group, a girl group that made a song called All Night Long, because I would play it right now. If there was a female singing group that made a song called All Night, I would play it right now. Because I got the here is my thing. I hit Dre up earlier, right?
Yeah.
Fritz, you had no idea this was coming. But here is the rock in y'all shoe and bombshell I'm dropping on Lawrence Tears.
Putting a boulder in our shoe real quick.
I think Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be in the MVP conversation. Bim! Now what?
Wait, hold on. So we're gonna have two Knicks in the MVP conversation, or you just think it's gonna be Cat?
Karl-Anthony Towns is gonna be in the MVP conversation.
Okay, Freezie, give me a stat line. Give me a stat line for Cat for that MVP.
Nope.
No, what you mean?
Nope.
You know, what's MVP numbers?
Nope.
You ain't gonna give me no 26, 11, and 4. You ain't gonna.
Nope. What I'm gonna say to you is numbers are for accountants, and I know the dudes that love the calculator. Y'all live off numbers, right? The calculator gymnastics, bro. Y'all get bronze medals for numbers and all that stuff. What I'm talking about is impact. I think Cat is gonna string together a group of impactful moments that keeps him in the MVP conversation. Because here's the thing, with numbers, dudes had better numbers than Jokic did this year, right? But the impact of Jokic this year, you were like, yo, he don't have the numbers of a SGA or a Anthony Edwards or whoever, a Luka, Embiid or an Embiid. Yeah. You remember when we blew out? You remember when we blew out Philly and Karl-Anthony Towns only stayed in the game so that he can get his 30 points to keep that stupid 30
You
and
mean
10.
Embiid was in there chucking while he was down 35 points?
35 points. Wouldn't even let the point guard run a play, right? Because he out there chucking for threes, for numbers, right? Some people live for numbers. I am not in that group. I'm here telling y'all first that I think Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be in the MVP conversation.
So you think he's going to be the difference from being a very good team to being an elite team? He's the difference. He's the gap. He bridges the gap in terms of impact.
Bridget, no pun intended. Bridges, right? Yeah, I got you. What I'm telling y'all is I tell you what, I'll use J Boogie for an example, right? I had an outfit at home that I never wore because I couldn't find the shoes that go with it, right? Me and J Boogie minding our business, right? I think we were in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we walk into J Boogie. What's the store we walked into? You're like, hold on. Before we leave, I got to go in this store.
That was in Charlotte. We was going in the Jordan store.
The Jordan store. The Jordan store. Dre. Now, mind you, I'm just with my mans. I just make
sure
my
There's a Jordan store in the Charlotte area?
It was, and I'm going to miss out on that because he had those shoes and they're priced better than what it was on the streets.
Right. And every time you go in there, bro. But Jay Boogie didn't know that I had an outfit at home. I walk in there, I'm just, it's late at night, you know what I'm saying? You know how you arrive together, you leave together. You know how it is, it's a posse thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't like Nino Brown. When I say C&B, I mean it, right? So the thing is, we go in there and I see a pair of shoes that go with my outfit at home, but they not my size. I think it was like a little boy size. I think it was like size 5, right?
Right.
But the thing is, I never knew that those shoes ever existed, right? So you know me, I don't say nothing to nobody because I don't want nobody to have them. I go home and then I get online and search for them and get them and have them shipped to my house in my size. Now my outfit go together, hand in glove. The thing with the Knicks is you have no idea how good Jalen Brunson is going to be, right? Because you've always seen Jalen Brunson with obstacles. RJ Barrett's shot is off. Mitchell Robinson not catching the ball. Quentin Grimes don't want to shoot, right? But now you get to see Jalen Brunson with only one set of human eyeballs on him every night. Because if the double team come, somebody else is going to have a career night. So you gotta let Jalen Brunson murk you, right? You got or if you feel like Jalen Brunson is the better player, you leave somebody open to double Jalen Brunson.
And one of those guys happens to be the greatest 3-point shooting 7-footer ever.
Ever.
Point blank.
Ever. Right? And you gotta leave him open. You got to leave him open because the threat of the shot goes up. The bigs have to at least be rim adjacent. All your bigs can't be on the perimeter. If your big is on the perimeter and the skip pass gets to whatever and you dump it down, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges are dunking all night long. I wish there was a girl group that made a song called All Night Long, bro. I swear I would play that song, bro.
You mean like Rick James associated with Rick James? I feel like Rick James. Sometimes you forget stuff.
It wasn't like a lore or something.
What I'm saying to y'all is y'all seen Cat's numbers have been on the decline in recent years, right? Like people look like when you looked at Cat numbers, right? I'm gonna point out one thing I saw on Twitter: people killing Cat for not showing up in the playoffs, right? But you know the Denver Nuggets went to a game 7 with the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? Yeah, I remember that, right? The NBA champ Denver Nuggets took the Timberwolves to a game 7. I'm gonna remind y'all of something that y'all may not remember. In that game 7, Anthony Edwards played 44 minutes. He shot 6 of 24 from the floor in a game 7. That man shot 6 of 24 from the floor in a game 7, right? You know what Karl-Anthony Towns did that game? 23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals on 14 shots.
Who was his main assignment on defense, by the way, Freezie?
Bim. These are the little things mean a lot, bro. Like Free Keith was talking to me earlier about Cat not being tough. Bro, in a game 7, when your franchise player shoots 6 of 24, y'all down by 19 at the half. Remember, they were down 19 at halftime, bro.
Down 21.
Down 19 at halftime.
21 when it was at its highest because they made the first bucket out of halftime. They were down 21. And Cat basically kept them afloat until, they were down 21 that game. Cat kept their heads afloat until Ant took over the last few minutes of the game. Then they got the lead.
And McDaniels hit a few shots down. Remember McDaniels hitting a few shots down the stretch, right? He's forgotten about it. He hit a few shots. Anthony Edwards hit a shot. And before you know it, the Minnesota Timberwolves knock off the defending NBA champs in a game 7
on the road.
And people kept telling me.
Was it on the road or was it at home? It was on the road. They did that on the road.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Denver had the tiebreaker.
Right, but people have been telling me the whole time that Karl-Anthony Towns don't show up when it matters. That man played 13 games I think he played 13 games in the playoffs and had 3 bad games. I'm just going to go back and double check just to be sure. Right? That man played 5, 7, 4. That man played 11, 16 games in the playoffs, right? 16 games in the playoffs, and that man had 3 bad shooting games. 3 bad shooting games out of 16. Right? And people have been telling me for days that Karl-Anthony Towns is not him. And what I'm telling everybody is this: Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't have to be him. Karl-Anthony Towns just has to use his God-given talent in a way that benefits the Knicks. Cat don't have to come here and put the franchise on his back.
Right.
They already have a captain. He does. Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't have to be the greatest defender of all time. The Knicks are Wingstop. We got London Bridges, bro. We got London Bridges. One dude from London, the other dude named Bridges. We got London Bridges, bro. All Cat have to do, bro, is be himself. Right? People forget. Yo, Fritz, I think you forgot, bro. Did you forget that a lion is a cat? I don't care how big your dog is. I don't care how big your dog is, bro. Your dog, I don't care how tough your dog is, bro. He not beating Simba, bro. I don't care how big your dog is. I don't care. I got a Staffordshire Terrier in here. He a pedigree dog, bro. We knew when he was coming. We was waiting on the day that he arrived. Right? We got puppy number 2. Dude said, "Nah, I want puppy number 1." I was like, "I got puppy number 2." That was his name until they put that puppy in my hands. His name was puppy number 2, bro. But if you put a lion in my yard, bro, puppy number 2 gonna be hiding under my bed, bro. Mm-hmm. That's just how it, bro. What it is, as Knicks fans, some Knicks fans, some of us, we don't understand nice stuff because we rarely get it, right? So we don't understand it, right? Because we rarely get it. But you got to give credit to Leon. Bro, Leon Rose and Worldwide with them dudes, they know what they're doing, bro. Mm-hmm. Brock Isla knows what he not going to pay all of that for Cat if he thought Cat was not going to be a good fit. It's not about money, bro. People think it's about, people thought it was about Randle contract, bro. It's not about Randle contract, right? It's not, because look at all the stuff that they paid. When you add up all the stuff they paid plus Cat's salary, it's almost twice as much as what you would have been willing to pay Julius Randle. It's not about that, bro. We got to trust them, right? And I know, listen, Phil Jackson was here, Steve Mills was here, and people did bad moves and all that stuff, bro. But like Justo said, Justo, let me tell you, Justo 11 said, bro, when Boston traded for Minnesota's big man, right, they won a championship. When Cleveland traded for Minnesota's big man, they won a championship. The Knicks trade for Minnesota's big man, we talk about he's soft.
Oh man,
it's a big difference, great big difference with this guy coming over here. Now I know I've been, I don't say it on record, just don't come here and Charles Smith us, game 5ers. Just play your game and just be yourself. You don't have to worry about, like Freezie said, putting the whole thing back, the whole squad on your back and everything. You got some hoopers over here. And you got a captain. You got some go-getters over here that's gonna understand is gonna help guide him in where he needs to be so he can be successful. But to make things a whole lot easier for people that don't understand really what we got in Towns, if you go back and you just vision in your minds right now of watching Hartenstein on the floor right now as he's playing in the playoffs and all that, swap him out for Hartenstein. Swap Hartenstein out for Towns right now. That's what you got. You got somebody playing that same spot, that same position where Hartenstein was playing, but that's way much better than him. Way much better. Man, we on to something here. We on to something.
And as opposed to where Hartenstein, was at the... Go ahead, Dre.
Hold on, Bob. I was going to say, Boogie, the thing that gets lost in the shuffle, the game is going to be so easy every night.
Easy.
There is not going to be a night where we're going to be struggling to get into our sets. We're going to be struggling because our main player getting double teamed because they don't respect X, Y, and Z on the court. There is none of that. The first time, I'll say this, within the first 5 minutes of the first game, Josh Hart's going to get a board, push it. We're going to get a trail 3 from Karl Towns, and you're going to understand exactly why we picked him up in the first place.
The difference, yep.
You're going to see a 3 go up with 20 seconds on the shot clock, and the man is 28 feet away from the rim, and it's going to go splash, and you're going to understand why we picked him up for. he's going to be such a you got to think of it like he's a force multiplier. Everything on the team that's already good, he gonna make it 1.5 times better. Brunson's already good right now.
Man,
Throw
I
this
can't
man
wait.
on the court. Throw this man on the court, and you have to deal with Brunson destroying your number one defender by himself with no help.
I can't wait to see them Sunday. I
And
can't
that
wait.
and the thing that gets lost in this too, he's not just a floor spacer. He's a willing shooter. He's a higher gun. He's putting it up. He's not these Miles Turners. I'm a catch the ball and wait a second, then put it up. No, he gonna put it up whether you near him in his vicinity or not, and it's gonna go
No
in.
conscience. No conscience. No.
He's not hesitant. He's not Brook Lopez.
No.
He's not Wendell Carter.
Right.
Even though those guys can shoot threes, he's not that. He's a completely different animal. There will be nights. I'm gonna mark you this. There'll be nights the game's gonna be over by half because we hit 17 threes and a half, and there's nothing they could do on the other team. Just because we just decided to hit 17 threes in one half. Contested joints too.
Hey, Dre, you know how I always not question Dre. Like I don't question him as a man. Y'all know that. You know Dre, my guy. But you know how sometimes I question logic. Like when sometimes we'll say something and I'm like, nah, bro, it's too hard for an NBA player to be this and that.
Yep.
Think about what Karl-Anthony Towns is, bro. Karl-Anthony Towns is a 40% three-point shooter. That's a double-digit rebounder.
12 boards as a center. That's what he averages.
Bro, Fritz, what if Mitchell Robinson shot 40% from three on low usage? Say on 3 threes a game. Well, how much would y'all be willing to pay Mitch?
What if Mitch just even looked at the rim?
If Mitch even looked at the rim and grabbed 10 boards, bro, we be trying to get that dude $30 million. Bro, Hartenstein got $30 million.
We be talking about 40,
bro.
Freezie. We be talking about 40.
Right.
If he made threes.
That's what I'm saying. Cat is one of those dudes that is this and that at the same time, and we don't respect it because it's not aesthetically pleasing the way that he does it, right? Like we love smooth shooting wing players that can knock down the three, create a three off the dribble. We love little guards that shoot the three from 32 feet, right? In crunch time. We love that, but we don't like big lumbering bigs that find a spot and shoot the three. Cat is, listen, man, Cat is the first person shooter, bro.
I was just gonna say that look at where he went from in the West to the East. There's not that many people in the East that could actually compete with him. So a lot of the games, like you saying, Dre, we're gonna start off hot because of that.
Well, I'll say this.
Not
I'll
even
say
many
this to
people
that
his
point, Bob.
size.
There's multiple teams in the East that are contenders that got stretch bigs, but they're off-brand versions of what he does.
Yeah.
And look at their rebound numbers. Look
Wendell
at
Carter,
rebound numbers.
Look at
Miles Turner's rebound numbers. Look at Jared Jackson's rebounding numbers, y'all.
Yeah.
Look at Miles Turner's rebounding numbers.
Like I was trying to say, the only real centers I see are the 3 centers, which is Porzingis if he's healthy. The next one is Bam, because I think Bam is dangerous, and then maybe Embiid. Outside of that,
Bam
you
can't
really
guard
gonna
5
have
players
people,
at one time.
huh?
I love to see him try.
Exactly.
He can't guard 5 players at one time though.
Exactly. That's another reason why I think that he's gonna be much better, because the comp isn't gonna be as intense, and he's just gonna be able to play his game to where it's just gonna be free flowing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
cutting in
mentioned
and out,
those
Bobby.
guys.
Muting yourself.
I'm glad you
Oh
mentioned.
no, I wanted y'all to rock. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all mentioned those guys, the Bam and when you said Porzingis. I'm gonna ask y'all this question, and I want y'all to just let us know, where do we rank our 1-5 compared to the league? And what I mean by that, where is Brunson, which is our point, that's our 1, and now Towns, which is our 5, which is our center, compared to Murray and Joker,
Ooh.
compared to Maxey and Embiid? I'm not going to put LeBron and Davis in it because LeBron is really not a point, even though he plays point forward, but he's not a point guard. But where we ranked with those other two teams,
I'm
far as
gonna say this,
In the
Boogie.
middle.
Nah, hold on. Out of all of these guys that you naming, there's only one duo where both of them are all NBA.
Yep.
There's
That's
only
why I
one
said
duo.
in the
Maxey
middle.
ain't made no all NBA. The point guard on Denver ain't made no all NBA or an all star team. Granted,
Murray.
there's a level of chemistry that they've reached to that took years to get to.
Mhm.
But if we're talking talent for talent, it's only one. It's only one. And I'll be absolutely honest. Joel Embiid is an MVP, high caliber player, but he's at the particular point where all great bigs fall off. Every single one of them at age 31, 32. That's when Shaq fell off. That's when Hakeem fell off. Unfortunately, that's when the numbers for Pat fell off around 31, 32. If you're an all-time big, once you post 30, good luck. Just to be absolutely honest, unless you Tim Duncan.
I was just gonna say in the middle because Murray and Jokic, they got a championship. That's
Yeah,
what we're
they got
striving for.
hardware. They absolutely.
Right.
So us striving for that, we technically under them. But when it comes to Embiid, and I think we better than them. I think we're better than most matchups with the 1 and 5. But because they won a championship and they worked through it and they made it to where we're going, that's the only reason why I think they won. But to be honest with you, I think we're on that level, but it's a different style. To where you have, like, if you're a boxer, you have a southpaw that's smooth with the uppercut. You have, a guy who's smooth with the right cross. They still gonna hit you, but it's just different styles of how they hit you with different hands. So for me, I think that we right on that level, but they above us because they won a championship. And the best part about it is they relied on 2, 3 other guys and all defense. We actually have 4 guys we can rely on. You think about it. You got OG, Bridges, Hart, and McBride
Mhm.
as well. So that type of diversity, size, speed, rebound, and defense, I think that that's going to push us to be better than them within a season or two. I just have to see how it is the first season, but I think right now it's them guys. But later on next season, it'll be us. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I think some of these things, yeah, in terms of like the tandem, if we're talking talent for talent, I think we're number one. But you obviously got to put it together. You got to develop a chemistry. You got to go through some battles. You got to go through some wars. But those guys have had the opportunity to play with one another. In Jokic's case, 8 years, and in B's case, 4 years. I think it's going to be a learning curve. But if we're talking about compatibility and skill set and how they work one off one another, just looking at it, I'll put it this way: Brunson is top 3 in drives per game, and Cat is the greatest shooting big from 3 ever. If that don't work hand in hand, I don't know what does. I really don't know what does. Brunson drives 24 times a game in the lane, and he was doing that with Mitch in the lane, with Randall in the paint, with Hartenstein in the paint, with non-threats, and now he gets to do that where he only got to think about beating one guy instead of getting a floater up to beat his man and the help coming over and the guy cheating off of the corners because we got a non-shooter in the corner. It's gonna be a devastating combination. It's gonna be overwhelming at times, and we'll see the flashes of it being overwhelming. But the consistency it may have to come during midseason. But I think we have so much talent that we're gonna hit the gate, like we're gonna come out the gate running. But in terms of like consistently dominating teams, I think around midseason when we hit that Freezy, when we hit that Tibbs, when Tibbs locks in and he
Yeah.
has our unit humming, usually somewhere around midseason, and we just keep and we go off. Like I feel like this midseason we gonna go on a 11-game, 12-game win streak
I think we got
once we
two or
once
three.
we
I
have
think
our
we have two
rotations
of those.
down.
I think we got 2 of those in us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think one of them's gonna be midseason and one's gonna be end of the season.
End of the season. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. End of the season. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Embiid and Maxi. I mean, I think I think they could match with us, but they're not a every night. Like you can't play Embiid, You're not gonna play him 4 out of 5 nights. You're not gonna play him like you have to schedule his rest in now. Like
Yeah,
he's just not consistent.
yeah.
His knees ain't.
Embiid is
It ain't
I
gonna last.
yeah.
Embiid
No,
is
Every
but I
year,
mean, I think he's gonna have his regular. I think he's gonna have his regular rest like scheduled into the schedule. Like
I think every year Joel Embiid says he loses 20 pounds, and then he
yeah.
looks the same.
And he looked the
Every off
same,
season,
bro.
you see him in
every off season,
Olympics.
he said
In Olympics, nah, he looked
he looked the
huge in
same.
Olympics.
Man,
And
the
then
man
and
just
I'm
got a
saying
new.
at media day today, he said he lost 25 to 30 pounds on Monday.
Mm.
That's what he said.
Man, the
But
man
he
just
also
got a
said
new
that
knee
at
brace.
media day. He also said that at
That's all he
media day
got.
3 different
That's
times.
all he got was a
That's
new
all he
knee
got.
brace. That's it.
That's like that man lost water weight.
His knee brace got lighter. He got a carbon fiber one now.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man. The thing. Okay, so let me say this one thing about what it takes to be a star in the NBA. Right. So you have the 1 year of Maxey, right, where it was him, Harden, Embiid, and Maxey are on the floor. You know, crunch time, Harden can isolate, and then whatever. And Maxey can be the benefactor of gravity from 2 MVP caliber guys. And then there's the year where Maxey is the guy, right? So Maxey goes from shooting 48% from the floor, 43% from 3, right? To now Maxey's the guy, and his field goal percentage drops 2.5 points per game, and his 3-point percentage drops 6 full points because he's the guy. Now, are they still impressive numbers? Yes. 45% from the floor, 37% from 3. That's impressive. When you're the guy, right? Now that people know who you are, and you're going to get game planned for every night, and you have to step up in these huge moments, it's different than when James Harden is on the floor and Joel Embiid is out here on the thing. It's the reason why they brought Paul George in there, right? The thing with Maxey is Maxey is not the one that I fear, right? Embiid is not the one that I fear because maybe he'll be there, maybe he won't, right? The sum of all my fears, right, is not even Philadelphia, period. Joel Embiid, did y'all know Joel Embiid won't even play against Jokic in Denver?
On a regular season?
No, he
Yeah.
hasn't the last
Yeah.
5 years. He's been ducking him. He ducks him every time because number one, he doesn't have the stamina for it.
Yeah.
He be
Yeah.
huffing and puffing after the first 3 minutes.
The sum of all my fears is not Philadelphia, is not Boston. Boston's a great team. Salute to them. They're the reigning NBA champs, right?
Yes.
Right, but every champion loses. No champion stays champion forever. Somebody always knocks off the champ, and it may be us that knocks off the champ, right? Every champion
There's been a new
loses.
champ
Nobody.
every year of the last 7 years. There's been a
Yeah.
different champion.
Yeah. So yeah. Right. And so the sum of all our fears collectively, and I think we can all say this to a man with integrity, we can say the sum of all of our fears is injuries, right? We don't fear an opponent, right? As a matter of fact, we welcome the opponents. But for the last 3 or 4 years, it's always like a key injury to somebody on our team that puts us in a situation where you don't know how good we are because we always have an injury here or there that hold us back. Right? The year that we lost to Miami, we knew Randle was hurt. We knew RJ was hurt. We knew Quickly didn't even play in that game 6. Right? The game 6 where Grimes was on the floor. If Quickly was there, Grimes wouldn't have been on the floor, bro.
Quickly, but it would have been running to look for the ball.
You're right, bro.
Instead of
Yeah,
hiding in the corner.
Dre, you in that game 6 where he took out Randle and Brunson at the same time and put in Deuce? You know that would have been Quickly, bro. We know that would have been Emmanuel Quickly instead of Deuce, right?
Yeah.
And no disrespect to Deuce, right? But the sum of all of our fears is the thing that we can't control. The injury bug has had us in a chokehold for years. The 1 year we missed the playoffs in this regime right here, injuries to everybody. Remember how COVID wiped out the entire roster? We had to bring back Damian Dotson. Remember, our backcourt was Ryan Arcidiacono and Damian Dotson during that 21-22 season before Alec Burks became the full-time point guard.
Why you had to remind me that we brought back Damian Dotson?
Yeah, we brought back Damian. Remember, we signed, and the thing is, we signed Ryan Arcidiacono to 2 10-day deals before we signed him for the year. And he started the game for us. Right? He was the original Nova boy. He was here before everybody.
We were starting the game with a human cigar. That's how damn bad it was.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When people talk about Philly, we ain't worried about Philly. We ain't worried about Paul George. We ain't worried about that Indiana got 17 big men now. And who cares?
You ain't worried about the Bucks?
No, I ain't worried about the Bucks, bro.
Orlando?
We ain't worried about none of that, bro.
Not the Cavs.
No.
Not the Pacers.
No, we are worried about what happens if Jalen Brunson turns his ankle.
Because the things that we could control are things that we have the talent to basically we have the talent to dictate to other teams how the night's gonna go. You're gonna play on our terms every single night. And if you beat us on our terms, then cool.
Bro.
And
but good luck.
I was just gonna say it's not just a 1 or a 2 year thing. This is a 4-year process. So even if we do have an injury to Brunson this year, we still gonna be good enough to where we're competing. Yeah, it's not gonna have that impact of Brunson MVP, but we still can perform well with Cat and these guys we have. So yeah, we may not be the second or the first seed, but we could still do it, and even the following year.
Right.
Hey, Freezie, I'm gonna jump off and get up 4:30, man. Get ready to get in this truck, man, and get the moving. I ain't been up here with you in a minute, man. I was like, man, let me tough it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me call Anthony Towns, tough it out. You know what I'm saying? Come hang out with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but y'all guys have a great night, man. And you have a better day
You
tomorrow.
too, man.
Love,
Good
peace,
night.
and love.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah. Peace, bro. Yeah, man.
One other thing, Freezie, Cat's gonna do his press conference tomorrow.
Okay.
So he's gonna address the media for the first time, probably get all his team photos and all that.
Right. Bro. Yo, comment answer about the starting 5 shot chart. Yo, I want to do that on a show where we have some time, like maybe an hour or two to kind of break it all the way down.
Because you got to get in your bag with that.
Yeah, man.
And to answer the question, $7,000, Giannis is 30.
Yeah.
Well, he's 29, but he turns 30 in the season.
Yep. Hey, Fritz. So here's my thing on Mitchell Robinson, bro. He gone.
Oh no, I agree with you. You know, I said that already. You know, I've been said that.
Yeah, I think Mitch is. I don't think an NBA team is gonna pay $25 million for backup centers, bro. And I know Mitch don't make that. I understand that. I'm talking about the collective of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying. I know he don't make 25. I know he make 13, and I know Precious makes 6, and I know Sims makes some, and Porty makes some, and.
Mm-hmm. But I heard Lakers is like really after it.
After who?
Really after Mitchell Robinson.
So wait, that Austin Reeves I heard about might actually happen?
No, not Austin Reeves. They want to give up what's his name, who used to be on
Vanderbilt?
Nah. The point guard, the backup point guard.
Oh, Russell?
Oh, the point guard that was on Miami?
Yeah.
Nah. Gabe Vincent? Hell no, you can keep that.
Yeah,
Vincent?
they
What we need Gabe Vincent for if we have Deuce?
And what we need him for? We got Cameron Payne. They the exact same dude.
Yeah.
He
No,
ain't,
no.
he
I,
ain't
I
got
heard.
that. He ain't got that. He
I
ain't got
heard
that.
Lakers is pressing it. I'm not sure about the Knicks, but Lakers is
They,
trying to.
What you saying is the only thing better than one Alfred Payton is two Alfred Paytons?
But then
the
again, they
thing,
might have to add in another team because of the contracts.
nah, it's not gonna happen. Because number one, we're not seeking out a fit like that. We're gonna seek out a fit for the most ideal fit is a backup center that doesn't make a lot of money, but we're probably gonna target a wing, if anything.
Yeah.
And Gabe Vincent is not gonna do nothing for us.
Nah.
And when you say like Lakers, are you talking about the fans or like the rumors were the Lakers themselves? Because
No, rumors
Lakers,
with the Lakers themselves
okay, because you know Lakers
trying
fans
to
think they
trade
get.
Gabe Vincent for, but I don't think the Knicks is as into it as the Lakers was.
You know, Lakers fans think they could trade a paperclip for a mansion. So.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I mean, but historically, the league used to let them trade a paperclip for a mansion. So,
Yeah. Except for the Chris Paul one.
Yeah.
Where you
that's when it stopped. But before that,
yeah,
because even in the AD deal, they actually had to pay value for AD. They came off picks and a lot of young players. But before that, the Pau Gasol trade.
Oh my God, Javaris Crittenton, remember him?
Oh my God, Kwame Brown.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, they walked away with gold when they got Paul. I was like, how did that work?
And Lakers fans were talking, oh, they got Marc Gasol out of it. It was a second round pick. Nobody was expecting that. That was just pure luck.
They didn't know Marc Gasol was that good. They wouldn't have traded for him. They wouldn't have traded him.
If they knew that, they would have just kept Marc Gasol.
They would have, yeah, because Marc Gasol may have had a better career than Pau Gasol. May have had, depending on who got the most out of what, basically.
Yeah, like if he came in the right situation, like if Marc Gasol was drafted to the Spurs, for example, his career, we would be talking about him in a different light. Just say that.
Fritz, I got to put you on the spot, bro.
All right.
So understanding what the Knicks roster looks like.
Mm-hmm.
What is the archetype of player that the Knicks should be looking for at this very moment? What do the Knicks need?
Man, I don't think we have a couple holes, like starter level power forward, or almost starter level, or ascending power forward.
Okay.
Ascending power forward is where I'd probably go.
Rui Hachimura. You would do Mitch for Rui Hachimura.
Think about it.
Good defender.
Great. Would you do it?
Vanderbilt, maybe.
Man,
Well, I'd do Vanderbilt because of the defense.
I would do it for Rui because it just presents us a jumbo lineup.
Yeah.
Where like
or Vanderbilt,
start
I do
McCall at the
Vanderbilt too. Vanderbilt.
I'll do Vanderbilt because his
Vanderbilt
defense will help out Cat.
Vanderbilt
Cat be more
Vanderbilt is like a
offensive.
more polished version of Precious,
Yeah.
even though he can't shoot. He's like a more polished version of
He's
Precious.
a more athletic, more nuanced, all of that. He's like a inch better than Precious in everything.
Yeah,
right?
he's like basically he's Precious if Precious decided to pick up basketball at a slightly earlier age.
Yeah.
Salute everybody.
He said picked up a basketball at a slightly early age.
How about them Bears?
Yeah.
Keyshawn, what's good, bro?
What's good? Salute everybody. I'm just chilling,
Salute,
man. I was
salute.
listening to you guys, so I just want to hop on for a little bit. Say my piece. Honestly,
Clap it up,
earlier I was actually looking at trade options with Mitch, and I was thinking maybe someone like Brandon Clark or someone like that. I was like maybe him or possibly like a Rashawn Holmes or someone like that.
Does it have to be a 6'8"?
I know it's super.
Huh?
Does it have to be a 6'5", a 6'8" big?
I mean, I prefer a big, but like a lot of these guys get paid the exact same as Mitch, like around the same as Mitch. And when I try to add like another player to it, a lot of times the trade it wouldn't go through. Like I was looking at Daniel Gafford, he's probably making around 13 mil.
Yeah,
They
Dallas.
like Daniel too. But like the difference, why
Yeah,
would they
I
trade
want
Daniel
Steven
Gafford?
Adams.
Daniel Gafford is healthy. That's the only thing. He he,
Yeah,
he stays healthy, man. Like I was seeing like funny things. Like they were saying, Marcus Smart might have been unhappy, and for the outright talent, I would consider it, but I don't think they would move him.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
really
do that
want
with
Steven
Harden.
Adams. That's the guy I want.
Say it again.
That's Steven Adams. He has 12 mil on his contract.
Whose
One
team is
year
he on
left.
right now? The Rockets,
He's
right?
on Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
he's
but
on
he's
the
coming off of
Rockets.
injury though.
And I think they actually have like a plan for him.
Lockdale is in front of him and Sengun.
Yeah.
Ooh, they signed Jock Landale, right? Okay.
Jock
Hmm.
Yeah.
Landale's their backup.
Yeah.
They
They
they they they
I don't know what
traded
the Rockets
for
are. The, go ahead, Fritz.
no. I said they traded for him before Lockdale really turned it on. Now they
Yeah.
got an extra guy.
Yeah.
But
The
then I
thing,
don't think we could get Mitch. Like that'll be just trading apples for apples. Like Mitch for him, that really wouldn't work out in their favor. It'll work out for
Yeah.
us, but they'll just be another big. We would have to probably throw somebody else in there.
the thing that's kind of confusing for me for the Rockets, they got like 12 guys that could be straight up rotational guys on a lot of teams, on good teams too.
On good teams. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they need
they're in
they
a
need to
little spot. They
consolidate.
gotta pay people.
They they,
Yo.
they need to consolidate because number one, they're probably gonna pay Sengun and Jalen Green next year.
Yeah, they're gonna pay him.
Yeah,
Then
Sengun and
after
now,
that,
and
they
they
got
kind of
like a bunch
pulled
of
off.
guys on rookie contracts on it that play the same position as them, just and that are good behind them.
And Dre, and that's why I would do the Tari Eason and Cam
Oh,
Whitmore for Mitch.
I
Yeah.
would love.
Oh
Tory Eason?
yes,
Oh my God,
Tari
that'll be
Eason and Cam Whitmore for Mitchell Robinson, bro.
I
Okay.
would do it straight up for just one of them to get
yeah.
them
I'll
established.
take
Really?
Easton. I'll take Easton right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah, for
don't think
Mitch.
Houston would
right
give
now.
I
him up.
would.
Look, man, I would
One
take
of us
not
like playing 2K, bro.
no. I would take one of them and they gonna give me a draft asset or something like a couple seconds or something.
You
I
think
like
Houston would
Easton.
give up Eason? I don't know.
Easton, he could play. He could play. He's
The
just
only thing that's gonna be conflicting for them, they gotta pay Eason too.
yeah.
He's coming up. He
Nah,
gotta
they
get
gotta
paid
pay
too.
Jabari, bro. What are we talking about?
They gotta pay a lot of people, and they
Right,
can't.
They
that's what
gotta
So
I'm
they
pay a
gotta
saying.
get
lot
rid of
of
some of
young
them.
kids.
Oh man, I forgot.
Sengun with
You
that
you forget
max.
that man Jabari, number 2 overall, is sitting right there, and
Right.
he's like fourth in like prioritization in the offense.
But Dre, but here's the
On
thing.
on some days, he's
Why would
fifth and
you
sixth.
but here's the thing, if you're Houston, why would you trade a starter for a backup? Right? If you talking about
If
Sometimes
we
you
had
do that.
picks, but we don't have picks.
but well, the thing is, I understand the consolidation thing, right? If you're talking about Jabari, then you would probably put Jabari and Cam Whitmore together to trade for a star, right? But you wouldn't trade Jabari for Mitchell Robinson, knowing Mitch is coming off the bench and plays the same position as your young and up and coming center, and you got Jock, right? Do you block Jock's development, even though Jock is what 27? Jock is 27, right?
Thought he was
I
28.
don't
27.
think they
Thought he
think
was
about his
26.
development. I just know he's ready to go.
Yeah,
I think he's.
yeah. It's a lot to think about, right?
I think it's one of those things where beyond that, like rotation wise and it's stuck on fits, they got like too many forwards that need to play, but you can't play forwards next to Sengun
Nope.
because he may not necessarily be an ideal fit because Sengun, for how skilled he is, you
He's an
need a
iceberg.
particular type of lineup around him
Yeah, he's an
to
iceberg, bro.
succeed.
He's slow footed. He's
He-
strong,
yeah,
but he can't jump. So he's bro. Somebody told me that they think he's going to be better than Jokic.
Nah.
Them people. Well, you need to bring them to Drugs Anonymous or something. Like they on something. He's not Jokic. He's gonna be a hell of a player or a really, really good player.
Right.
But 3-time MVP Jokic,
No.
that guy you talking about, Freezie?
Yep.
The thing about
Potentially
Jokic
top 5
is he's
center
so
all time,
strong at the same
Jokic.
time. Yeah.
Like the thing that with Jokic, he's a bowling ball, but he's also 7 foot with dexterity and touch
Right.
and high IQ. Like you don't get that package in somebody that's 7 foot 260.
Right. And he's got that stupid shot where it's like
Yep.
turn the
He shoots
wrong
it
way.
behind his.
You can't even contest it.
Sombor shuffle.
Is that that's the name of
That's
it?
what they call it. They call it the Sombor shuffle.
Oh my god, bro! You can't even contest
Where
it
he takes a fadeaway with the wrong foot.
with the
Yeah.
wrong foot. Yeah, bro, you can't even contest it.
Like
Oh my goodness.
and even if you could contest it, you'd have to be 7'5". You literally have to be Wemby, and even Wemby, he's tricked Wemby with his moves.
Yeah, man.
Like the thing that makes Jokic like that Sengun could never be. Sengun is like 6'9".
Yeah,
Jokic is a legit 7 foot.
yeah, yeah.
And you can't account for that.
Right.
And the way he sees the floor, like I've seen him make bounce passes from grabbing a defensive rebound and knowing where his players are. The way he's able to read, he reads like a point guard when it comes to passing. Plus, his footwork is still there, especially in the post. So I don't think Sengun got anything on him.
Sengun is a baby version of Jokic, like a nice
Nah,
little
I say
cover. He's
Sabonis
a cover artist. He's a cover
I say
artist.
Sabonis is more of a baby Jokic than anybody. Because
He's a
Sabonis
cover
could do the
artist with a
pick and
nice
roll.
voice, but
Yeah.
it ain't the
Like an
original.
I'll be sure.
Yeah, he's high five, not new edition. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, he's Kids Bop.
Oh.
He's Kids Bop to Jokic's now that's real music. That's what he is.
Yeah, so he's a Jay Dilla, not a Dr. Dre.
Oh no, this is not what we about to do today, Freezie.
Right. He's no disrespect. He's a Jay Dilla. He's not a Dr. Dre. He's not a Pete Rock. Right?
Oh my God, he's better than Pete Rock. About to make Freezie start up a just vibing now.
Nah.
Vibes. He about to make Freezie do a vibes and stuff tonight off of this Dilla talk.
Bro, I'm asking Fritz, like, would the Knicks be okay with just getting whatever they can get for Mitch? Putting Mitchell Robinson on the block and fielding offers, or do the Knicks need to only trade Mitch for a specific thing?
Somebody who don't need to get paid for a few years.
I'm honestly thinking like second round picks if he can get something, because this point he's making up a lot of cap space. That 13 mil, you could move him and then actually create some type of room or a roster spot for one of the young guys, or you could find you a veteran later. Because
But we ain't got people who need to get paid. Like you move off of him if you had somebody who had to get paid soon. You don't really got that. So like
I was just saying to free up the
somebody
spot.
useful. Yeah,
I understand, but I was saying free up the spot to where, because you still have Sims, you still got Huckaporty, you still have like Cat, you have a lot of centers right now. You have like literally 4 centers right now. And at some point, if you're gonna make it work, you can't just sit there and hold your hand with Mitchell Robinson. That's why I still feel that Sims has more value. Not saying Sims is better. I'm just saying because Sims' age, Sims' ability to where when he's gonna step on the court, he's gonna have to do a lot. I think he's more tradable than Mitchell. That's why I said if we're gonna trade Mitch.
Are you comparing Sims to Huckporty?
No. Huckaporty's not coming up
Hold on,
right
Bob.
away.
You were comparing Sims to Huckporty to?
No, I was comparing him to the
It's
importance of
Huckporty,
Mitch,
bro.
because Mitch is.
No. Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying because Mitch is going to be out.
I heard you. I got
Yeah,
you.
like Mitch is going to be out. Sims' role is going to have to be the backup center to Cat. So his role right now is more important to where, for me, we have to move off of Mitchell Robinson. So I would try to move Mitchell because of the money.
You said that like it was a fact, though.
No, I'm not. Oh my
You
God.
said it was
I
like it was
said
a
if
fact.
we have to move Mitchell,
All
I'm
right.
willing
So,
to take
okay.
that.
Wait. Before you go any further, so what am I talking about? Because you arguing. What am I talking about?
You said that should the Knicks either be happy with getting whatever they can for Mitchell Robinson, that's where I'm saying yes. Because at the end of the day, if Mitchell Robinson, the way he is, I value him as a
That's
player.
not even what. That's not even what I mentioned. That's not even what was my point of contention. My point of contention is that Jericho Sims needs anything. Jericho Sims has proven nothing in the NBA, bro. Jericho Sims has proven nothing in the NBA. The Knicks don't owe Jericho Sims anything but a paycheck on his amortization schedule. That's it. That's it.
I was
All
just
they owe
saying,
Jericho Sims is the money on payday. That's it. Jericho Sims didn't show you a flash of it. Jericho Sims ain't hit a three. He didn't have a double-digit rebound game that we can remember. Jericho Sims, the Knicks don't owe him anything.
Has Jericho Sims scored 10 points in a game?
no,
He probably would have got cut on a lot of other teams, but
exactly. But
because
I'm
of
saying just
his
because of the
defense.
injury factor, I think that
It's because he costs no money and Tom Thibodeau
that
likes
too.
him. That's literally
Yeah,
it.
Tip likes him for his little deep.
That's the only part. That's the part that I'm talking about, Cobb. But the rest of the stuff, I mean, to me, it's
Okay.
just to me, it's just an opinion, right? But the fact that you mentioned that Jericho Sims has to that man don't have to have nothing, bro. If we're talking about trading Mitch, you think that same line of thinking don't apply to Jericho Sims?
I
Nah.
think he would have been out before Mitch, to be honest. Like I said, you made a good point earlier about Mitch being paid
The
that
only
much on
reason
the
he's
bench.
not out before Mitch is because Mitch actually, while even injured, Mitch has more value than Jericho Sims.
Yeah, that's why at first, like when I first was trying to say is, I feel Sims has more value as far as being traded because Mitchell Robinson to us off the bench, yeah, it's a bad thing, but I'd rather have Mitchell
Sims has
Robinson
more
off the bench.
value getting
No,
traded.
no. If you were to trade
No
either one,
way.
You're not understanding what
you
I'm
could
saying.
actually get an NBA player back for Mitch, even injured. You're
Yeah,
not getting an NBA player for Jericho Sims.
you might
Nah.
get two if you're
What
lucky.
I'm saying is this: I
Right.
value what Mitch does, and I want to keep him here, and I would rather move off of Sims than Mitch. That's what I'm trying to say.
You could get off of Sims by cutting him because you ain't getting nothing from it in the trade.
Yeah.
Sims
Okay,
ain't worth
that's
nothing.
y'all.
And he's a minimum. He's a minimum, so you can't even like.
You can't even cut him and bring him back.
Like
Okay.
it's one of those
Yeah,
things
whoever
where
we trade him to will
yeah,
cut
I
him.
understand why you value Mitch, and I'm not trading Mitch just to trade him. I'm not
Yeah.
trading him to just get spare parts.
Right.
I'm gonna try to trade him to get something equivalent, but something different. But he's equivalent.
Right.
Whatever his value is, I want that value, but in a different position, and that
Trey,
can help us.
you know,
That
you
is
know
a
what?
fit.
You know what I would do? I would trade Mitch for whatever I could get, and then whatever that get is might be a starter. Oh, for instance, if I could get Tari Eason for Mitch, I would do that. And you know what I would do with
I
Tari
would
Eason?
do that tomorrow.
I would start him, and you know what that does? I can start Tari Eason at the 3 or the 4, right? And then what it does is it extends the rotation, not at the back end for the Peanuts minutes, right? Because if you get Tari Eason, you know he's going to get the least amount of minutes of all the starters, right? We understand that he's not going to get more minutes than Brunson or Bridges or OG or Cat. We understand that, right? But he'll be that pivot player that play a lot of minutes with your second unit or whatever. Maybe be the second or third best player on a second unit, the linchpin for the starters in blowouts instead of wasting Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby on Devin Booker. You'll put Tari Eason on him and wear Tari Eason out and save the legs of Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, right? That type of guy. And that's what I would. And if it's a guard, say you trade Mitch for Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is now a starter, right? And he'll probably get the least amount of minutes of all 5 of your starters, though he'll be very valuable to us. right? And he can be your second unit point guard. Now you have a big guard to play alongside Cameron Payne and Deuce McBride, right? That's what I'm saying.
Good
So
point.
whatever, if you trade Mitch for a center, say you trade Mitch for the Russian dude from Orlando, the dude with the beard. What's the dude? Fritz, what's the dude with the beard? You know what I'm talking about? The
That we
dude,
chased the summer.
yeah,
Oh, the center?
yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name, bro.
he was the center that was on the Pacers, and we
But
were trying to
Batazi,
sign
Goga
him.
Batazi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Goga
Batazi, yeah.
Batazi.
Yeah, so even if you trade, if you get Goga Batazi, right, then you could start Batazi, right? Even though he's a timeshare center, but Mitch is a timeshare center. You know, I mean, I would do it, I would
trade him for Larry Nance?
No, I think Larry Nance and Precious is the same dude.
So now
If-
Brandon Clark.
I think Larry Nance is Precious Achua's Halloween costume.
If only Aaron Gordons were growing on trees.
Right. If only Aaron Gordon's grew on trees, bro.
I mean, but that's Tari. I mean, closest you can get.
Right. Hey, Torres, and I agree. I don't think they'll give up Reeves. They would rather give up D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they've been dangling D'Angelo Russell all summer and nobody wanted him. So.
But we're not going to take that 19.
That's that money.
Yeah.
It's the
But
money.
it's expiring.
Yeah.
And you would have to give up Deuce.
Yeah, which I don't want to give up Deuce because number one, at his value, you know what I saw for Deuce Freezie? I saw a statistic. Deuce averages 18 points and 4 assists when he starts games in the 14 games.
Yeah.
As starter.
Did you see his numbers after the All-Star break?
From the field? No, I didn't.
Yeah, that dude's averaging like 14 points a game and shot 40% from 3 after the All-Star break or something.
And if you can get that production for what, 4 million, 3 million?
Yeah, that's a steal, bro.
It would make no sense to even entertain a D'Lo. I'm hoping he takes another step in terms of managing a game and having some point guard skills. Then he could automatically be our de facto replacement for IQ without even blinking.
See, that's the thing, bro. Every time we put expectations on Deuce,
he just gotta we gotta be disappointed that he pops out and just adds stuff. So I'm gonna just start down and Deuce.
Yeah,
like he ain't played well last year.
Yeah, man. That every
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just talk about how TJ McConnell was roasting him, even though he was on a bad toe.
Yeah.
I'm just talk about that, and that's the end all be all, and he'll come out looking like Chris Paul off the bench.
Bro, that dude, he was balling after the All-Star break, I think. In February, he averaged so he averaged 9
Warriors game.
February. But in March, he averaged 14 points on 47 from the floor, and he shot 45% from 3 in March.
45.
Yeah, he shot 37 in April. See, that's the Deuce McBride story, bro. Right? Like he'll show you like this thing for a stretch, and then that's the thing with that's the thing.
And you know what? To be absolutely honest, as your 6th and 7th guy, you can live with that.
Yeah.
Now, if he's your starter, it hurts you a little bit more. But if your 6th or 7th guy gives you a flash every 3 games,
yeah,
you can live with that. You'll survive with that, with our top end of our rotation.
But Dre, the thing is, okay, you trade RJ. Okay, so you trade RJ, and quickly he gets into a little role. That man shot 48% from 3 in January when you traded RJ and Grimes.
Crazy.
Right. And then when you get into a routine where people get used to him, then he disappears. Then he shoots. What did he shoot? He shot 29% from 3. Right. And then you trade Grimes and all those guys and clear out room. And then he shoot 45% from 3. And then when the NBA get used to him, that man shoot 36% from. You feel me? Look, like as long as he's not on the radar, he's a impressive young player. But when people get used to him and they expect things from him, you know who he is? R.J. Barrett. You remember when I said R.J. Barrett was it? Fritz, you remember when I said R.J. Barrett is basically the fitted sheet theory? Like you could fix the corner. Like no matter which corner you fix, the one adjacent is always going to pop off. That's Deuce McBride. Right? Like you could fix all these corners, but the one adjacent from you, the one that you can't reach, is always going to pop off. And then you walk over there and pull it down, and the one adjacent from you is going to pop off. Basically, what I'm saying is maybe Deuce McBride is not ready for the workload of the NBA. Maybe Deuce McBride is best served as being the 8th or 9th man.
But if that's the case, then wouldn't Payne be that guy you were describing earlier, Unc? Where you were talking about where he could go ahead and fill in that position. I mean, sorry, Dre, where you were talking about how he could come in every 2-3 games and do something?
Yeah, like to what Freezie was saying, like the moment he has expectations, maybe that'll be too overwhelming for him. But I feel like the expectations of a 6th or 7th guy in a rotation shouldn't be that daunting. I hope not.
Right.
But to be fair, I think the thing that we're missing on this team, to be absolutely honest, that we may not have right now, we need a microwave off the bench.
Yeah.
That's we're missing one of those too. Preferably, we would like that microwave to be a wing, but we don't have a guy that can come in and spark up a team for spurts of 10 points. You know,
you don't like Landry Shamet?
He's not that. Usually the spark plugs that are those types of players are ball handlers, guys that can initiate an action, get to a spot, get a shot. You know, like some of the spark plug things that
Landry, yeah, you're right. Landry Shamet is a air fryer. That's what Landry Shamet is. He's an air fryer. like he legit, he's in the kitchen next to the microwave, next to the deep fryer and the roaster.
And you know what, Freezie? That man might average 8 points a game all year on 38% shooting from 3. And that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. That would be actually perfect for what? But in terms of like a guy off the bench that can come in, be an initiator, be a spark plug, like we might be hoping on what's his name to be that the guy we picked up, Campaign.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I think Payne would be that guy based off of what you were describing.
He's done it before, but he struggled in other places to do it afterwards. Like he wasn't. He was kind of dormant for a while until the first round series against us.
Yeah, he was
on
the trash.
Dre, you remember that guy from Memphis? I can't believe I can't remember his name. He's a good 3-point shooter. He comes off the bench.
Melton.
Oh, begins with an L. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Yeah. You talking about Melton?
Who?
Melton.
No, not
Melton.
No, not Melton. He was shooting 40% from 3 last year, but he was doing it on low efficiency. Oh man, it begins with
how do you shoot 40% from 3 and be low efficiency?
No, because he only did it like 1 or 2 games each week. Like if they played 4 games,
he meant volume.
Yeah, like volume. Sorry, thank you, volume.
Yeah.
Is it Leonard? No, it's not Leonard. I gotta think his name. Dang it.
Brandon Williams already told you. He said Luke Kennard, bro. You talking about Luke Kennard?
Yeah, thank you, Luke Kennard. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't hear that, but Luke Kennard.
They re-signed him. They re-signed him.
No, I was saying trade Mitch like for a guy like a Luke Kennard.
And they're gonna trade him though. But
I said if we could get a guy like Luke Kennard,
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
But didn't they draft the center at 9? They drafted Zach Edey, right?
The big center from Purdue.
Yeah, they drafted Zach Edey. Yeah.
And they already have Brandon. What's his name? That's coming off that torn ACL.
The two-legged Brandon Clark, the 6'8" power forward.
Brandon Clark, the pogo stick guy.
Yeah, man, I love him, Dre. I ain't gonna lie to
you.
And
they still have of course they still have Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
So. I wouldn't trade Mitch for a 3-point shooter. Like you, be absolutely honest. I'm gonna be real with you.
Isn't Doug McDermott still out there?
Yeah, but I wouldn't trade him for Doug McDermott.
No, I said isn't Doug McDermott just a free agent? I think.
Free agent.
You
I
talking
think
about
he might be.
you need a Dougie? I'll do the Dougie right now. You want me to do the Dougie? I'll do
like,
the Dougie.
I don't think you give up a player for a 3-point shooter. Like
No.
I got like if this is the thing that gets lost in the shuffle for a lot of 3-point shooters. If you could get a guy that does 80% of what a 3-point shooter can be, like just get you 7 points on like 38% shooting,
Yes, sir.
then you just get the vet minimum guy. You don't overpay for shooting in that way.
Nah.
You overpay for shooting if it's extremely high volume and then you can shoot it from all types of platforms off the dribble and all types of stuff like that. But you don't overpay for a catch and shoot guy.
Okay.
Personally.
All right. Okay. I agree. Okay.
And,
Good point.
and with Mitch, I'd rather if I trade him, it's either going to be a wing that can play up into a premium position,
Yeah.
or it's a guy that can orchestrate an offense off the bench.
Yep.
And get his own bucket.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
They have the same salary. He come here being the same role, right? But the thing about I thought he made 12.5.
Nah, he means like 20, 21,
He's at
22.
20.
You know what's funny?
No,
Malcolm Brogdon said he always wanted to put on a Wizards jersey, by the way, because he's from I believe he's from the area. He said he wanted to be a Wizard. So
yeah. Well, Malcolm Brogdon, bro, is gonna be president of the United States. Mark my words, bro. That dude's gonna be president of the United States, bro. Like when you talk to bro, everybody I talk to when in circles, bro, that dude is gonna be. He is headed down to y'all know. Hey, have y'all seen Nate Burleson? Remember Nate Burleson, receiver from the Vikings and the Lions?
And now he's like a TV extraordinaire now. Like he's the next Michael Strahan.
Bro. Yeah. That's Malcolm Brogdon, bro. Like legit.
That man's a politician.
Yeah, and naturally, and he comes from a family of lawyers.
Yeah,
like that's his background. A family of lawyers, and not
he just so happened to be good at basketball. So he's
he's got he's tall, athletic, good looking, beige. You know, people love them beige dudes, bro. So
you're not biased.
Man.
You're not biased. You just happen.
Me? Do I have a bias against beige dudes? No.
For because I can clearly see you over my screen.
I'm Nigerian, bro. I'm 60% Nigerian.
But you thought she was Haitian too. What happened to that?
Haitian, 1805. Yeah. Yeah, my uncle told me that for 50 years, bro. My uncle told me that for 50 years, bro.
Fritz will carry the torch for you.
Yeah, but he was telling me about Haiti before it was cool, before the Fugees, right? He was telling us back when it was taboo. He was telling me about Haiti. He
was telling you about the revolts and everything.
Yeah, man. He was.
Yeah, I'm fake Haitian though. I don't know the language. I don't know.
You just there by blood.
Yeah,
but not by culture, I guess.
He the most random Haitian.
Yo, they used to be like when I used to go out to Brooklyn. Them barbers used to like smack me in the head all day because I ain't know no Haitian.
Yeah,
no Creole. They
Creole.
smacking me in the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Said blame your parents, man. It's not your fault. They didn't force you. So
yeah. And a lot of us, they wanted to be yeah. Fritz told me something behind the scenes. I ain't gonna repeat it because it was a private conversation. But trust me, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I know. I know they spoke American English better than everybody, bro, on purpose.
On purpose.
Right? Yeah.
My dad was like,
Yeah, man. Yo, would y'all hey, so Fritz, would you still revisit Kevin Huerter for Mitchell Robinson?
I would.
Dre, what do y'all think?
Yeah, I would.
Kevin Huerter?
6'7"?
I would do it too.
6'7",
I would
multiple
consider
positions.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Sneaky athletic?
But would they? Well, they gonna have to because they're gonna have to pay what's his name, that kid at the wing that they have.
But they want to pay what you call it? Malik, whatever, isn't even starting.
Malik already got paid.
He got paid, but he's not
Malik,
even starting.
Yeah.
yeah, he's like at $19 million a year, but they still got to pay Murray. So they're going to trade that guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they don't want to hold that cap on the book. They don't want to hold that money on the books, and Mitch's contract goes through next year.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a
But
little
it
bit
go
What does
down,
awkward to
though.
What
trade.
does Kevin Herter do for? What does Kevin Herter do for a championship contender though?
Just
He can
versatility.
be, and he could be your microwave scorer off the bench. Like as a starter, he's relied to be as a spacer, but he has enough skill to be a microwave guy off your bench against
Right.
lesser units. And he can be hidden defensively. Even though he has versatility, he's not the most amazing defender, but he's solid enough. But
Yeah.
in a lineup surrounded, flanked by a bunch of wings and Deuce at the guard, and he's coming off the bench and Deuce is at the guard, and one of our wings are out there with him, and like Precious is out there, he could just fly around screens and put up as many shots as he wants. He can create in the mid range a little bit.
But that's the
Like
thing, Andre. He wants to start though.
well, he ain't gonna do that here.
Yeah, that's
Well, he might be able to actually do that here. If like hypothetically speaking, you bring him here, you probably start him at the 2 and let Hart come off the bench.
right.
I mean, just the height alone, it would present problems.
And he's very sneaky athletic, bro.
I think if you were to then you can stagger him and put him in bench units where he can be the focal point of the
Right.
offense at time for moments while Brunson's off the court.
And like Fritz said, he's a ball handler a little bit, bro. He can play make a little bit, bro.
But the only thing that kind of like makes me question if they'll do it is this Murray's 4th year or 3rd year? Chris Murray.
Third.
Jaden Ivey, what year is Jaden Ivey in? 3rd?
Jaden Ivey's
in
going
his
into his
third
4th
year.
year. Nah,
My
Jaden
fault
Ivey's going
before.
into his 4th.
And the Paolo, what year Paolo was in?
Paulo's into his 3rd. Because last year, 2 years ago, he was rookie of the year 2 years ago. Last season,
Yeah, because
was
you
the second
remember
year.
Sacramento took him over Jaden Ivey.
That's what I said. He's in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
Keegan Murray, not Chris Murray. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
Keegan Murray. Yeah.
Keegan Murray. Is he still on the Kings? Nah, right?
Yeah, he's still on the Kings.
Blazers.
I thought they got rid of him
Keegan
for.
Murray's on the Kings. Chris
Oh.
Murray's on the
Chris is
Blazers.
on the Blazers. Yep.
Okay, all right. I got them mixed up. My fault.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to tell you right now.
Yeah, the ideal fit for me, I'm not even gonna lie to you, is a tall playmaking. Sean Livingston is who I want the Knicks to go after, and I know he's retired, but I'm talking about that type of player, right? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Keegan Murray's going into his 3rd year.
Yeah,
You guys are correct. And then he has a team option in his 4th year.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to extend him for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna pay him. That man hit 14 threes in one game, bro. Yeah, they're gonna pay that man, bro.
Did he have 14 threes?
14 threes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The 15th one, they did. He could have, and Dre, he made 14 in a row. That man made 14 threes in a row this season. He could have. I think the record is 15, and he missed the 15th three. The 15th three was he shanked it. Right, I guess because you know how you get so hot you can't believe how hot you are. That's how hot he was from 3, bro. That man hit 14 threes in one game. Crazy, bro. But you know what? What about the Knicks keep Mitch and trade Precious and Sims? Would y'all consider that?
What was that again? I'm sorry, I missed
And
it.
then we'd have no backup big, and then when Mitch gets hurt in March, then what?
But here's the
Then
surprise,
Cat
bro.
has to play all the minutes.
But here's the surprise. Here's the caveat. Jericho Sims is always hurt too. Jericho Sims show up with random. Y'all didn't see the thing where he was Dre. I think you said it to me. I think you told me that the reason why Jericho Sims don't develop is because he go into the offseason getting surgery every year. Or somebody told me that. If it wasn't
Somebody
Dre, I
told you that,
apologize.
but I was
No,
there for that.
He had an article. It was an article.
Okay. Yeah.
That he was never healthy over the summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my thing is, you 26. How much better are you gonna get anyway? Like you already 26. You ain't crossing up nobody hitting step backs, brother.
Yeah. No.
That's
So so
I would
so
trade Sims and Precious for. Why don't we? Would y'all do it for Rui then, or at least Vanderbilt?
I
That way you.
wouldn't trade both of them. I'd trade one of them. You just need one at least because
I just like Vanderbilt.
relying on Mitchell Robinson. I'm sorry, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't. I just can't, bro.
Not,
I
it's
trade
not
for
that. It's just
Jordan
because of
Clarkson.
Vanderbilt, what he could give us at the four. That's what I'm saying. Like that can really help us out a lot.
Nah, but Cowboy, what I'm saying to you about Jared Vanderbilt is, in the right situation, Jared Vanderbilt may be a better defender than Mikal Bridges. That's what I'm saying. If you go get Jared Vanderbilt, you're talking about Jade McDaniels, OG Anunoby defensive potential if he can stay healthy. The thing about Vanderbilt is you don't see it in long stretches because he can't stay healthy.
Okay,
Right?
so then that's the same problem we got with Mitch.
Never wanted to move him. Remember, this journey with Vanderbilt started in Minnesota. They never wanted to move a 6'9", super athletic defender with elite defense. They never wanted to move him, bro. If we can move him for Mitch and put him in between OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, my only thing, though, Dre, is with Jared Vanderbilt on the floor, you just went back to the 4 versus 5 again because he don't provide no offense. Right? Do you want to go back to that, or do you prefer the 5 out?
Nah, I feel like I prefer the 5 out, man. But
right.
But then Rui would be a better selection because Rui's offense, I've seen him he could start it with the offense, but then again, he's also inconsistency with that.
And Vanderbilt is just small ball 5 too, by the way.
Yeah. That's something to think about. But guys, I gotta run. I gotta go ahead and get ready for work in the morning. But y'all guys have a go one. Go New York. Go New York.
Yeah,
Go.
I'm gonna get out of here too, man. Hey, Fritz. When are you gonna invite us onto the NBA Economy Show so we can come in there and put our feet up on the couch?
Soon. I try to keep them shows short.
Nah, bro, we straight up 4 hours, bro. You gotta get your stamina up, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I could. Yeah,
you gotta get that stamina
we have
up,
a game
bro.
on
4
Sunday.
hours back to back, bro.
Oh, we do have a preseason game, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. We've been talking about it for weeks.
I don't.
We're gonna be in Charlotte.
Yeah, I know, Freezie. I done seen it in the group chat and everything. It just fell out my mind,
bro.
Like it's forgetting. You know why? Because it feels like the year is coming to a close so fast. It's October already.
Yeah,
and it just felt like it just blew by.
And you know what the irony is?
I looked up and it said October 2nd. I was like, when was it October 1st?
Right. Them. Yeah. So, and the irony is that I'll be in Charlotte watching the Bears game, but Charlotte will be in Chicago playing the Bears. Watching that, and then watch that, and then go to the game, hang out with my man Jay Boogie. You know what I'm saying? And walk around the crowd and wave to everybody and pay $19 for a box of nachos that have about 14 nachos in it. You know what I'm saying? In a flat diet Pepsi.
And a little bit of cheese. That ain't even a lot. It's like 2 dips of cheese.
It's stuck to the top of the box. You know it. Fritz is the worst, bro. Your sour cream and your cheese is stuck. You know how they put it in the little container and you got to open it, and then you open it and the sour cream and cheese is stuck to the top of the box. Your nachos is at the bottom all dry. You like, and the lady behind the register be like, that'll be $37.82.
Oh my God. Are you about to fate?
Bro, yeah.
Like how I'm gonna make mortgage this week.
Yeah.
I mean this month.
Yo, just real quick before
we these car payments and pay the light bill.
Yo, hand to the man, no lie. Uncle Fulio. Y'all remember Uncle Fulio, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Fulio, nothing but Nixon. No, I bought Uncle Fulio a beer. You know how when you go to the game, you'll download the app, right? No matter what stadium you go to, you download the stadium app, and they'll bring the stuff to you where you are.
In your section.
And Uncle Fulio was like, "Man, I'm about to go get a beer." I was like, "Nah, bro, chill out, bro. I got the app. I have them bring it here to us."
These apps will make it so convenient for you to go bankrupt.
Yes. 2
They make it easy
beers.
to take that money.
2 beers, $45.
Oh my God.
I saw them throw my phone on the court, bro. I saw the legit.
Hey, 2 beers. Hey man, 2 beers. You better get that beer. Better give me a shape up. It better make me 2 inches taller.
Better come with a Stein. It better come with a whole.
It better raise up my credit score. Buying it,
bro. Legit. Okay, so you see the total right on the app, right? And it's got the convenient fee, the state tax, all that stuff, the price, all that. Okay, all right, whatever. Okay, right. $45. I show Uncle Fulio on my phone. He was like, "Nah, bro, let's walk." I was like, "Nah, bro, I got it, man. Just chill out." And she bought the beer, like how they bring it in the holder, whatever. These plastic cups. The beer was ice cold, bro. I mean, freezing cold by the time we got there. And I was like, "Yo, was this worth $45 though?" I was like, "You know what? It probably was." I ain't had to leave the game. The game's still going on, and like when you sit in the press section. Like I don't know if y'all are doing this from your phone or from your computer or whatever, but if you can imagine, right, if you're doing it from your computer, the game is playing right in front of you, like right here, like what y'all can't see is like the game will be right here on this side, and all the stats are refreshing in real time, right? And if somebody is like on triple double watch, or if somebody is like some kind of record or somebody getting hot, the numbers are glow for whatever play it is, regardless of the team. And so you don't even have to move, and you get all of that, and then all the arena stuff going. And then we were sitting beside Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues was me, it was Uncle Fulio, me, Staffordon, Muggsy Bogues, and this model chick straight out of Elle magazine, bro. Like Muggsy Bogues was with the finest chick you ever saw in your life, bro. And we kept looking at her. And Muggsy like, "She fine, ain't it?" Like, "Yeah, Muggsy, yeah, you right. She fine." So salute to Muggsy Bogues, salute to Charlotte for charging us $45 for beer. That's all I got, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here.
Peace.
Yeah, peace, y'all.